One of the most frequently asked questions to me is how is the market? And so I thought I'll make this quick short market update video for the month of August that talks about the important things to consider before deciding whether it's a good time to buy or a good time to sell. My name is Shardul Mehta. I've been a Bay Area realtor for the past maybe 12 years. I love what I do and I want to share with you the information that I may have which could be helpful to you. I recorded this video on the 5th of August, so my information is based on the events on that day. Today I'm going to cover the dropping mortgage rates as there's a lot of volatility right now. We are also going to talk about the unemployment rate, the home prices, and then we are going to wrap it up and talk about something that is a byproduct of this market, and that is equity and the impact of capital gains across the country. It is going to be very informational, so let's hop in the August monthly market report. As you may have noticed, the unemployment is somewhat of an issue right now looking at this graph. And I think one of the reasons why the rates are dropping is because of the unemployment. So when you look at this graph of unemployment rates, you see on the left there are the red bars, and that is the time during COVID when unemployment shot up and then it came down and sort of plateaued there below 4%. And now it's starting to creep up ever so slightly. Maybe that is why the Feds are feeling like they need to take an action, and hence we are seeing the reduced interest rates. Here is the look at the average 30-year fixed, which is right at 6.4% according to the Mortgage News Daily. It went from 7.5% down to 6.4%. That is a 1-point drop, which means a big difference in the monthly payments as it is much lower. And that also means that more people can afford to buy a home as the monthly payments are reduced, which is what you can actually see by this graph that shows the demand based on the rate environment, and the demand seems to be in the good section right now. Let's go to the next graph. When you look at this particular slide, it shows you the impact of the lower rate on the monthly payment. If you go back to the April of 2024 and you were to borrow, for example, $500,000 at the rate of 7.52%, you're looking at a monthly payment of $3,502.92. But if you borrow the same amount today at the rate of 6.4%, you're looking at a monthly payment of $3,127.53. That's a saving of $375, which is a good chunk of change, which is significant, which is the reason why you see a lot of people actually starting to buy homes right now. This chief economist of National Association of Realtors, Mr. Lawrence Yun, says that there is a large pent-up stored demand that could be released into the marketplace when conditions improve. Lower mortgage rates and more inventory. Inventory is finally turning up about 15%, and that is likely an early leading indicator that we may finally see more home sales as conditions improve. So I believe mortgage rates as they come down is going to create an upward pressure on prices. Here is the forecast for the 2024. There are 7 forecasters and they all average out to 3.1%, which is the first blue bar on the left hand side corner. And I think they may be true considering the rates coming down. If you look at the next slide, which is the 2025 forecast, it is very similar to 2024, where the average forecast of a home appreciation is around 2.7%, and this translates into a slower and more sustainable pace of appreciation, compared to the breakneck speed witnessed in the recent years. I also want to share with you this particular graph of the home values in the US. The blue line shows that there is 32 trillion in equity, and the green line shows 45 trillion in real estate values, while the orange line shows that there is a liability of 13 million. Back in 2008, 2009 and 2010, the orange line was more than the equity line, showing negative results. So this is the kind of graph, or this is what you want to see, and this kind of proves that we are in a healthy real estate market. Another sign of a healthy market is the capital gain tax. Almost 7.9% of the homeowner in the year of 2023 paid capital gain tax because they made more than $500,000 in profit. Here is the picture of all the states and percentage of home sales that have faced capital gain tax, and the highest share of home sales netting more than $500,000 in profit goes to California. This shows how strong the demand is in California versus other states. By the way, I do want to point out that I am not a tax advisor, and navigating the tax rules of selling real estate or an investment property can be very complex. So long-term or short-term capital gain tax will probably apply upon sale depending on how long you own the house. There are ways to minimize it or defer taxes on these type of properties. So I would advise you to please consider talking to a tax advisor or a financial advisor to learn more. I think that's it from me. My aim is just to educate you about the market but not make decisions for you. I want you to be informed on what is happening in the real estate industry so you can make the right call at the right time. I'll try to make another market update video next month. Until then, you have a great day and thanks for watching.